No, it's
Aber
open.
es ist dunkel. Oder auch nicht. Doch, es ist
Hello?
dunkel.
Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Put the gun down, Robert.
Den kennen wir doch.
If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the yard. This is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
Ja, wir sind ein bisschen neugierig.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
It's a trap.
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out.
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur. Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo.
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
Baroness von Trebitz told me that she's missing her purse.
Baroness von Trebitz. Interesting.
Indeed, sir.
So viele
But it
interessante
has nothing
Leute
to do with
hier.
our case.
So I shouldn't concern myself with the matter.
Why not? It's your job as a policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost purse.
What do you know of this Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? It could just as easily be a woman.
Or intersex.
Several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur,
Never mind.
I go attend to the door now.
Good. And Constable Zellner,
Yes?
don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Of course. A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood.
Ja, zweimal klopfen ist ja super safe.
An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Okay, ich habe zwar keine Ahnung, was wir hier überhaupt machen auf diesem Zug, beziehungsweise warum wir hier sind, aber vielleicht hat es ja doch was mit dem Fall zu tun. Er hat ja am Anfang auch so was Ähnliches gesagt. Schauen wir einfach mal weiter. So, wir haben jetzt auch eine Pistole. Können wir damit irgendwas machen? Vielleicht wird uns das dann erst angezeigt. So. Achso, genau. Sollten wir vielleicht mal sehen.
Let's see if there's any news. Blah, 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 blah. Eye of the Sphinx. One of two priceless jewels. Extraordinary pure ruby. 2000 BC, etc., etc. Old news. And here, shocking burglary. Professional thieves surprised by museum guard Charles Langley and Constable Robert Oliver of Scotland Yard. Explosion. Constable Robert Oliver from Scotland Yard. He was there when the first eye was stolen. Now he's guarding the second one.
Schon verdächtig. Aha. Wir haben $1.000 oder 1000. Wir haben hier oben eine 1000. Das sollte ausreichen. Oh. Venture Points müssen wir bezahlen, wenn wir nicht weiterkommen. Das ist ja auch mal eine gute Idee.
John Surtees won the Formula One World Championship for the first time on Saturday. He also won the World Championship in motorcycle racing from 1956 to 1960, making him the only man in motorsports to win world championships in both motorcycle and Formula One events. Not really my cup of tea. Too loud, too fast, too much exhaust. Luna's Drops, the calming herbal liqueur for women. A glass a day, it relaxes the nerves and maintains domestic tranquility. Luna's Drops, if you don't want to bother your husband.
Das ist ja eine komische Geschäftsidee. Getränke nach Gender.
A story about the upcoming Oscars and Cleopatra's chances of winning. An incredible feat. They built the largest movie set of all time in Rome. And because of the main actress's many illnesses, several changes of director, and months of delays, cost shot to over $40 million. The most expensive movie ever made. A record never to be broken.
Hatten wir den schon? Wir hatten ja den hier, ne? Genau, den wir hier nicht mehr lesen. Aber den haben wir noch nicht. Oder? Oh. Können wir da eigentlich blättern? Ist da ein bisschen mehr? Achso, wir haben schon genug gelesen. Dann eben nicht. Schauen wir mal, was wir mit dem Rest machen können.
Matt will get his pistol back in Venice. That and a good dressing down. I won't need any just now. It would be rather embarrassing if I met the ground and wasn't able to open my mouth because it's been stuck shut or because I lost some teeth.
Vielleicht wenn wir Matt finden,
Stuart's pencil. Probably one of the most traveled pencils in the world.
können wir ihn gegen ein paar Bonbons dazu bringen, dass er uns beim Suchen des Portemonnaies
The wooden toothpicks are packed into small paper wrappers. Nothing unusual.
Oder wir bauen uns einen Igel aus den Bonbons und Zahnstochern. Nein. Dann nicht. Okay, gehen wir weiter. Zack, zack, zack.
Oh, Constable?
Yes, Mrs.
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope. It's just that he just walked past us, silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you. Matty is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong family hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
He's gone.
Ah,
Das ist natürlich nicht so schön, aber
Could you, leave Matty's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
of course. I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
Very well. Thank you again, Constable.
das klang ja schon ein bisschen aufdringlich, eventuell. Aber dann doch nicht. Vorerst. So, der steht immer noch da, aber wir haben jetzt die Zahnstocher vielleicht. Oder mit dem Axt vielleicht rein. Oder? Scotch. Nein. Dann nicht. Ah, mit dem Violinisten haben wir auch noch nicht gesprochen.
He doesn't make a very balanced impression. And he, of all people, isn't bothered by a robbery in his own museum. He doesn't make
Okay, rechte
any...
und linke Maustaste machen das gleiche. Vielleicht zu Artikel lesen? Nein. Berliner Zeitung. Nein, das wolltest du nicht. Ich glaube, wir können gar nicht mit ihm interagieren, dann gehen wir mal weiter. Dem sprechen wir gleich, dem bieten wir die Bonbons an und jetzt sprechen wir noch.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape in the world. But one can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hände hoch.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps you've seen it.
I haven't left my seat.
It's been missing for some time now. Probably since Zurich.
The Swiss don't let go of money easily, do they? Oh, pardon me. No, I haven't seen the purse. Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice
Naja,
anything.
aber der Polizist Zellner hier scheint sich ja auch mit der Schweiz zu identifizieren.
Are you traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No, I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
So, zu Matt.
Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Oh, come on. Are you going to be angry with me for the rest of the trip?
Until I get my pistol back.
I gave it to your mother.
Oh man, couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have learned anything from that?
I didn't learn anything from this either.
Oh, jetzt können wir es mitnehmen.
Should I ask for an autograph? That would be quite unprofessional. But on the other hand...
Jetzt willst du hier den David anpassen.
I like the book. It describes life in a small English village. The characters are lifelike, and you can tell that it's based on the author's own experiences. Would you like a butterscotch?
Na
You think you
klar,
can bribe me?
pass auf, es klappt auch.
I have no reason to. You made trouble and got punished for it. Take it as a peace offering.
Just 4?
If I'm faster than you, there'll only be 3.
Hey!
Friends again?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. And no dangerous nonsense anymore.
Okay.
Your mother is Lady Westmacott's companion, correct?
Yeah, but it's not like you think. At first I thought, boy, you must be really wicked if you need to pay for friends. But the lady's really okay. A bit odd and really old. But other than that, she's great. She likes me.
The lady has peculiar taste.
Hey!
You and your mother, do you both live on Lady Westmacott's estate?
I'm only there for the holidays. Most of the time I'm at boarding school.
I imagine that's not very pleasant.
No, it's fine. I have friends there. You always have to be so quiet in the lady's house, and I'm not allowed to bring any friends.
Such a big house with so many places to hide, and no one to play hide and seek with.
You said it.
Das ist eine Verschwendung.
How old are you, Matt?
In 8 months, I'll be 9 years old.
And do you already know what you want to be when you grow up? A burglar?
No. We'll see. Maybe an actor.
Really? Well, I don't know. You need a lot of talent for that. I'm an actor in a theater group, you know?
You are?
Oh, yes. And I'm one of the best in our group, if I may say so. I get really deep into my roles, you know? I don't just talk like the character. I think like him. I become him. It's the only way to... Matt, are you okay?
I think you just have to be good at copying things to be an actor.
That wasn't bad. Disturbing, but not bad. Tell me, have you seen the steward anywhere?
No. He was walking around a little while ago, though.
Hopefully they didn't forget him in Zurich.
What's he supposed to do?
I'm looking for a key to open a compartment door.
Did you check his things behind the counter?
I'm sure the drawers will be locked.
Can't you break it open? Or pick the lock like the Raven?
Perhaps. But I'd need a piece of wire or something like that.
Ask my mom. She has a lot of hairpins. She doesn't like the wind messing up her hair.
Thanks for the tip.
Okay.
Tell me, how long has your mother been working for the lady?
2 years.
And your father? What does he do?
He stayed home. I used to go fishing with him, and hunting. He even let me shoot a real gun.
And then?
Then Mom fought with him, and he left. I was 7.
The Baroness in the second compartment over there is missing her purse. Do you have any idea where it could be?
Do I ever?
Was? Nein.
That guy over there with the violin case?
Er hat es.
What about him?
He picked up something in Zurich and put it in his violin case.
Really?
Yeah, and he made sure that nobody saw him.
But you saw him.
Uh-huh.
Did you also see what it was?
Nah, not really. But now that I think of it, it must have been the Baroness's purse.
I should look into it, shouldn't I?
I think so.
So long.
So longer.
Locken wir den mal weg.
What are you doing? Didn't I make myself clear? The window stays closed.
You're not alone on this train. I want the window open.
Swiss politeness doesn't seem to be what it used to be. I'm not going to catch a cold because of you. Go somewhere else if you don't like it.
The violin case looks pretty old, but that doesn't say anything about the quality of the violin. The best violins are often in the oldest cases.
Aber da kommen wir nicht ran, oder?
I doubt the violinist will let me have a look in his case. Hello, sir.
The window stays closed.
I didn't come because of the window. I'd like to take a look at your violin case.
This is all too much. First the fuss about the window, and now you want to look in my violin case.
Well, that's how it is.
Absolutely not. Get yourself a warrant or whatever it's called. Until then, adieu.
But
Adieu.
Und you? Ja, was machen wir da? Können wir das irgendwie aufmachen? Vielleicht so Flash dazwischen stecken? Oder so? Wir müssen ja dann schnell wieder rüberkommen. Oder vielleicht...
that makes no sense. The violinist
Vielleicht kann
would
er das
close
ja
the-
machen.
I have no
Na
idea
gut,
what I'd
dann
say
gehen wir
to
erstmal die Haarnadel besorgen. Oder? Weißt du noch was?
Professor Lucien?
Yes?
No.
Do you have the key?
Actually, I wanted...
Please. I have to go back to my compartment.
Na gut, dann geht's weiter. bisher ist das Ganze ziemlich linear, aber ich glaube, das wird auch nicht viel offener. Aber das ist ja auch ganz gut so. Bei
Mrs. Miller?
Geschichten geht das, glaube ich, sonst gar nicht so gut.
Yes?
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I was totally focused on my work.
She's always got an awful lot to do, my Mary.
You have to tell me if that's not all right with you.
Good Lord, child. Knit as much as you want.
So, nothing out of the ordinary.
No, Constable.
Please excuse my unusual request, but Matt said you have some hairpins. Could I borrow one?
One of my hairpins?
It's a long story. It would be a big help.
Well, if you really need one.
Go ahead, Mary. The constable won't do it any harm. Will you, Mr. Zellner?
Of course not, madam.
Ah, und wenn wir dann vielleicht ein Autogramm auf das Buch drucken. Ja, ja.
Is this one okay?
It'll do nicely, madam.
Okay,
Oh, very
jetzt holen wir
kind
uns
of
noch ein
you.
Autogramm. Nein.
Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Ach so, ja genau.
Bye, Constable.
Hier können wir Tschüss sagen.
Lady Westmacott,
Yes.
I was wondering if you might,
Sign your book, Constable Zellner?
if it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience, but only a small one.
Komischer Humor.
You are welcome.
Thank you so very
Okay,
much.
so, damit können wir wahrscheinlich den Violinisten ablenken. Glaube ich. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr. Ansonsten.
For brave Constable Anton Jakob Zellner, whose time shall surely come, Clarissa Westmacott, DBE.
Steht in PPE.
It doesn't work with this kind of lock. I need something to turn the pin. I don't want to imply that I'm an expert, but I think that this could pick a normal lock.
Dann zurück und wir holen uns das Werkzeug. Matt wird uns ja diesmal nicht umbringen. Beziehungsweise vielleicht können wir auch hier das Ding aufmachen. Also schauen wir doch mal hier.
Picking a modern padlock in an uncomfortable position on a rocking train?
Na gut,
I'm too
dann
old
eben
for that.
der Bar.
And suddenly, it's me who's the thief on the train. Whoops, that was easier than expected. Batteries, a toothbrush, shaving brush, but not the key to the compartment door. Just this one. Too small for the door, but it might still be useful.
Na, ich kann mir ja schon denken, wofür das ist. Können wir vielleicht mit der Schere hier irgendwas? Nee.
I'll leave
Ja,
this.
können wir die wieder ausmachen. So, und dann gehen wir wieder nach draußen. Der müsste jetzt auch passen.
That's it. There we go. This should help.
So, wir bekommen eine Zange. Damit können wir doch bestimmt hier irgendwas machen. Nein. Aber das ist vielleicht eine ganz gute Idee für eine erste Aufnahmepause und dann sehen wir uns später wieder.